Welcome to Superchat. If you have got the ambitions of moving your channel towards your first 1,000, 2,000, or 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Forgive me, everybody. I literally slid in here and am not quite ready, but at the very last second, turned the mic on and tripped over my intro. So hopefully you find that entertaining. The first channel that we're looking at today is Corinne's Life, and this is a dear friend. She was actually just live a moment ago and ended and kind of sent everybody over here. That's a very generous thing to do for those of you who live stream or are thinking about doing it. Same goes somewhat for premieres, even though it doesn't work the same way. But when we raid each other, and that's a term we take from Twitch, it can be a wonderful thing to do for a fellow YouTuber because you already have a bit of an audience and you're rolling them over to give them a bit of a head start in the next live stream or whatever they're running. So Corinne's Life has done that several times. Thank you again, my dear, dear friend. She is here as a member and a moderator. As a matter of fact, all of our moderators here are longtime friends of mine, and they all have channels of their own, so I hope you'll connect with all of them. I'm also getting a couple of names onto our wheel. And I know that we had to do some time changing today. We don't usually do that unless it's a holiday similar to today. So happy Easter, everybody, for those of you who celebrate Easter here in Canada. I'm close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, which is in the same time zone as New York. But here we celebrate Easter. I just had my Easter meal with my family, which was delicioso. And now we're back. So hopefully everybody enjoyed their day. And I do see I'm just about missing some activity in the chat. Bobby Jean Lane TV, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support to get us rolling for today. And for that reason, I'm going to make your channel the very next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. I am Betty J. Gathers is in the house as well. I'm going to do some introductions in a moment. And we don't always have Michael's Adventures with us. He's one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. He lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. And we see that in him constantly. I've known him for a very long time. He's become an extremely dear friend over the last well over a year and a half now. And I know he's happier today because it's a later live stream, which works out better for him. So it's great to have him in the chat. Scratch and PPA, of course, is always with us, and he is another extremely supportive creator. We're going to look at his channel shortly. I'm just getting him onto the wheel with our members right now. Members are always added onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Emotion, our dear friend, as well, is here as a member and a moderator and a gold member. So we will see his link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Hilda DC from our moderator squad is also here, another dear friend and very much loved and well-respected creator. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is here as a member as well. Sparkles Hope Chest. Oh my goodness, I can't type. I moved tomorrow's live stream as well 2 hours later than we usually do on Monday. It's not often that we have a holiday the way that we do, but my regular obligations are offset a little bit, so we don't have to rush back. So after we finish Tuber Chat in about 2 hours from now, we'll be back in about another 12 hours from then as opposed to 10. Healthy Gmom, good to see you in the house. I'm going to do some serious introductions in a second. Mrs. VSNC09 and Chris and Larry Homestead are already on the wheel because they are members. And like I said, we always put members on the wheel right away. Corinne's Life has a channel that encompasses everything that actually is her life. So we get everything from vlogs to other behind-the-scenes looks, both at her and her home life. She does a lot of live streaming, has other people up on StreamYard panels with her, and she joins other people on their StreamYard panels as well. She brings us all three kinds of content in videos, shorts, and live streams, like she just did literally moments ago. And you'll meet more friends and family members over there, as she always encourages and allows people to connect the same way that we do here. So Bobby Jean Lane TV, thank you again for your super chat. I'm going to get your channel up there right now, as a matter of fact. And as we continue our introductions, I see that Charlene Heel is in the house with her second channel, actually, which is Business Services and Opportunities. Forgive me, I thought Bobby Jean Lane TV had been here before. We've run into each other several times. Oh, forgive me while I'm just trying to do two things at once here. Charlene Heel is coming up on the wheel because she happens to be a member, actually, and Business Services and Opportunities is her second channel. Bobby Jean Lane TV, I'm going to connect with your channel in a second. AxeGamerGirl9, good to have you in the house. Come Hither with Heather is here with us almost every day, facing reality. Of course, is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. Guarded the Table with Heather Lynn has been with us every day for quite some time now. I bring it every day. It's good to see you back. Jeremy's Arc Vlogs, great to have you here. Kicking It with Lulu, thank you for coming back in again. Motor City Scratcher sent us some new friends this weekend, so thank you for that. I caught them on a couple of live streams recently. Mrs. P, Ohio Scratch and Slots is a new friend to Tuber Chat this weekend. Nikki D Official, good to see you here. Pulled My Pork Barbecue is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, as is Tamara Recipes, so it's good to have you here. Team Goodman is always here till the end. They did a very considerate and thoughtful shout out video for Tuber Chat not too long ago. You can find that on our front page. And Eternity Luck Scratcher, it's always good to have you here. They make frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat as well. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see and I missed it, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will hopefully catch it the next time around. Bobby Jean Lane TV is coming to us with over 2,200 subscribers and well on the way towards 2,300 already. We can see here that we get a pure variety channel with a lot of mukbangs, vlogs, hauls, beauty and lifestyle, as she says on her banner, which leaves a lot of room for other variety. So we're going to look forward to getting to know Bobby Jean Lane TV. I see that Woman Outdoors is here, and they happen to be a member as well, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. Members always get added to the wheel immediately. Makeup Mom and Son is also here. And her son actually put out a couple videos recently, so we'll look at both of those channels when we get Makeup Mom and Son up here. She's on the wheel for now. So Bobby Jean Lane TV, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, this 19-minute one here, after I set the reminder for your premiere that's coming up in a couple of days. I'm going to take your Easter cookies video, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. And that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let me spin the wheel. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder just came in, and I've got a great couple of stories for you when we get his channel up here. He happens to be a gold member as well. Keisha Monet, good to see you back in the house. Keeping Up with the Griffins is here as well. I know there's different holidays around the world. I'm not 100% sure about all the different names and dates and traditions and things like that, so forgive me, but hopefully everybody has enjoyed their holidays. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter. Oracles and Beyond, good to see you back in the house. That's a longtime friend. Her name is Cassie. She's actually got 2 channels. We'll likely look at both of those later today. And thank you, everybody, for such a busy beginning again. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If anybody here is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Hope Bus is in the house. That's a neighbor that actually only lives in real life 20 minutes away from where I am. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to very soon go and visit them. Now that the weather's starting to really perk up, we will make a plan very soon to get to Niagara-on-the-Lake and get a tour of the Hope Bus in real life. The Stock Explorer is here. And a brand new channel just came in, Hogdeer79. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Weightlifting Geek is here, and Akasua's Tasty Recipe is in the house as well. Thank you for coming back in. Moments with Vanessa, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome as well. Our instructions for how to connect with everybody and maximize your time here are always in our video description, so I hope you'll check those out. Macix team, good to see you here as well. I think this might be your first time as well, so hopefully we're going to give you a warm welcome. Also, Global Care Outreach, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And my goodness, are we ever having an overwhelming beginning to the stream again. So right now we're looking at Charlene Heal. She is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. And she spreads that on her channel, as well as natural healing, coaching, and transformation, as we can see. She brings us all three types of content when we talk about shorts videos, as well as regular videos, and live streams as well. She's chasing some watch hours there. She's got 737 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 that she's thinking about. Oh, it's not the first time. Forgive me, Macix team. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, so forgive me for welcoming you more than once. It might have just been a little while, but forgive my mistake there. It's great to have you here. Hopefully you've met some friends and family members for your channel before, and hopefully you'll be at it again today. And let's look at Charlene Heal's second channel. She's got an interesting concept here, business services and opportunities. And business services and opportunities is where she is going to bring us that same positivity and motivation that we always see from Charlene Heal, but with the added bonus of opportunities to build wealth, which is a great thing as well. Chris's Clever Craft just came in. Let's see what I can do about adding him to the wheel right now. For those of you who are brand new to Superchatter, if you haven't been here many times before, our wheel is run not just by how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with other creators in the chat. When we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, then I start adding names from our chat list as well. Members are added to the wheel immediately as soon as I see them in the chat. I see that Sweet Fingers Dish has come in. That's another fairly new friend to Superchat, but they've already been here a few times, so thank you for coming in. And Chris's Clever Craft, look at that luck. We have got an extremely full wheel, but you come in and right away are picked from the wheel immediately. So we'll look at Chris's Clever Craft. This is a creator who brings fun everywhere they go. They always engage conversation here in the chat, and they have 3 interesting channels for us to see. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly, and even I have to be reminded, especially when I'm on a phone from time to time. So Chris's Clever Craft has passed the 500 subscribers. It is literally going to be a matter of moments, if not days, before this creator gets that beautiful community tab to come out. When we look at Chris's Clever Craft in his front page, he's got a lot of featured channels here. Now, when you feature channels on your front page, then you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels or creators hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. That's where the solid and strong foundation for our channels really comes from. And then as well, if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you in the house. Andre Southgate, good to see you here as well. And yeah, Moments with Vanessa, you will find many extremely generous as well as loyal and dedicated supporters for your channel here. Spiky, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Chris's Clever Craft has a very interesting property. Arsenic Element just came in. Good to see you here. Chris's Clever Craft brings us both indoors and outdoors for not just a look around sometimes, but also for DIY videos, do-it-yourself projects, and things of that nature, as well as sometimes even an unboxing or a product review, sometimes just a talk or an update about the channel, and then as well happens to be a compelling storyteller. Now, Chris's Clever Craft brings fun everywhere he goes. This is a fun and funny creator to connect with. You will have a lot of fun with him when he brings that support to your channel as well, so I hope everybody will connect with him if you haven't already. And when I go back to his front page, we see that right at the top here, he's got featured Phasmonite. And for anybody that's got more than one channel, I recommend featuring your second or third channel, whatever you have, on your front page somewhere, conspicuously preferred, because when somebody follows you and checks out your front page, that person might be inclined to follow you on other channels if they know you have them. So it's a thought. Phasmonite is where Chris's Clever Craft is going to play the game Phasmophobia. So I hope everybody will join us while we follow along the storyline there. And he's got 41 subscribers over there. We'd love to push him a little bit farther on that road to the first 100. And a third channel that has started is called Tip the Table. So we're looking for more content on this channel, but he's already got 16 subscribers over here, so we're hoping we can push him a little farther along there as well. Just going to spin the wheel. And thank you, everybody, for your patience today, because I know that we did move the stream today. So I'm excited to talk about Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. This is a creator who's been with me for well over 2.5 years and was so unbelievably supportive to me when the idea of Tuber Chat had come up. I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, but Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder was so supportive that he was the first creator chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Tuber Chat. And then his other channels were featured in later episodes, but we'll talk about those in a moment. AG Born Jamaican, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. That's a longtime friend. Artscape Adventures by Lisa is here. Good to have you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If any, oh, Arsenic Element, thank you so much for that super chat. For that reason, we're going to look at Arsenic Element next before I spin the wheel again. And we'll talk about their channel when I get it up here. I bring it every day. I hope I welcomed you earlier. I know you've been here since the beginning of the stream, and earlier, actually. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder now has over 4,600 subscribers on his main channel. So he's fully monetized, of course, with lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm going to show you something kind of cool. If you notice, in the bottom of this thumbnail, on the second video there, it's going to be impossible to see on a phone, I know, but for those of you on a computer or a bigger screen, you'll see a little Tuber Chat logo there, and that's just by chance, because what happened the other day was something we've been talking about for a long time. It just is a coincidence that Kid Wonder and I both happen to have played, him much more than me, but have played a particular video game on our phones. And it's called 8-Ball Pool. Was it 24, Michael's Adventures? That means Michael's Adventures was here right from almost the beginning. Michael's Adventures originally came over from Vern's Junk Closet, who's going to be joining me, actually, in another 10 episodes when we get to episode 400. But that shows you how long some creators are willing to be with you and scratch and Pete about that much time as well. It's pretty much from the beginning now, because we're on episode 389 today, if you can believe that. Dangerous Jobbers, good to see you in the house. Mr. Fulton Mraz is another creator who's been with me from the beginning. It's great to see you here. And, oh, thank you so much. Happy Easter to you too. Tomorrow you're going to be playing a new game. Very cool. And when I talk about Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream, so you'll see this video right here, Kid Wonder versus Superchat. So it just was coincidence. We've talked about this for a long, long time, but I used to play this game often, just for fun, and it's just coincidence that my friend Kid Wonder happens to play the same game. And I've been saying for the longest time, we got to challenge each other one of these days. So last week, he was playing, and I happened to go into his stream, and I was like, hey, maybe we should just play right now. And we hopped right on and started playing. He actually streamed it on both channels, so he still has a stream running on his main channel, but this is where he does a lot of gaming. But it's so cool when creators collaborate, and I'm happy to do it. I've been lucky to collaborate with several creators already, some in real life and some online as well. But I hope everybody will have some fun either checking that out or thinking about the idea of collaborating in the same way. Actually, Aubrey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I know it's been a long day for Great Farmer Freelance, because I actually made it into his live stream this morning right before I took off for the day. So thank you for coming back in. And I see that Dangerous Jobbers has dropped a super chat. So they say Easter greetings to all. Thank you for the generous super chat. Thank you for the Easter well wishes for everybody. I hope everybody has enjoyed their day and their holiday, for those of you who celebrate. Let's move on to Kid Wonder's further channels. Kid Wonder presents in random news. And we did share Kid Wonder's video out on our community tab a few days ago. I should put it, I don't think I put it on our front page, but I will. I'm going to make a note of that for myself. I may have. But it's too quick of a thing to bother going into a tutorial for today. Retro Oregon, good to see you in the house. Oh, pardon me, you almost had to see me sneeze there. And Kid Wonder Presents in Random News is a brand new channel from this creator. The last one is the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. When you hear me keep mentioning a lot of these creators' names, right? And the reason why I put so much focus on this, Tuber Chat in the beginning was meant as a place for us to meet, to support each other over the long term. You'll be shocked at how truly it becomes like friends and eventually family. Some of the people who will truly be with you for all this time. When I mention a lot of these creators, it's not that I want to leave anybody out, but when I talk about, you know, Scratch and PPA, Michael's Adventures, Kid Wonder, Mr. Fulton Mraz, Vern's Junk Closet, you know, and a lot of the other familiar faces that those of you who are here frequently hear me talk about all the time. It's because I want to put the focus on the idea. You wonder to yourself, I'm sure, when you start your YouTube channel, who is still going to be with you a year down the road, 2 years down the road, and beyond. And now we're starting to have those kind of stories. I've been on YouTube for about 5 years now, but I was introduced to the small YouTuber community about 2.5 years ago. So Tuber Chat itself is coming up on its 2-year anniversary in a few weeks. and I hope you'll join us for that as well. But it's interesting, all these stories, right? And I really enjoy the fact, looking back on some of these stories and individual creators, my friendships with them. And hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. Eternity Luck Scratcher, thank you so much for another super chat. They've done that before. We're going to look at their channel right after Dangerous Jobbers. And right out of the corner of my eye there, I saw Emotion is coming in with another super chat as well. He's a dear friend. He's done that many times before, countless times. I don't think he's going to snipe the stream boss position with that one there, but I could be wrong. We'll see in a quick second. And what I'm talking about is the video game life meter that you see under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks some life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock the life out becomes the next stream boss. And as you can see, like Four Corners Custom Products, they will get some extra exposure for that reason. But thank you for all these generous super chats. I really do appreciate this extra support. So up next is going to be Dangerous Jobbers, then Eternity Luck Scratcher, and then Emotion. And thank you. Yes, timing is everything. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is there in the chat. You can see he's been a member over a year, as has Emotion. And we looked at all 4 of Kid Wonder's channels. Yeah, the chat is moving a little bit fast, Macix team. I mean, we're always busy here, but this has been an unbelievable weekend. So thank you, everybody, for that. Arsenic Element is up right now with over 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them a few extras and get that 300 really locked in. They saw it dropped a super chat, so we're putting their channel up right away. And what they're doing on this channel is showing us different types of peppers, be it hot or not so hot, and showing us, growing them and the different processes involved, and then talking about these peppers and reviewing them and things like that, which is really cool. Now, somebody like me, I can't take a lot of heat. I got to be very specific about, let's say, my mood. Like, I have to really be in the mood for hot wings and things like that. Everything I do is usually mild, and it's people like Arsenic Element that can help us understand. Some people love the taste of things like Tabasco sauce or Frank's Red Hot or some of the other popular ones, but they can also make us understand some of the stuff that might be much hotter, some of the stuff that may not be so hot, so perfect for somebody like me. And then as well talk about growing your own peppers and then possibly going beyond that. So I hope everybody will enjoy this. Arsenic Element has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. I can see I'm falling behind with you, so I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list. That should help me catch up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. And thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Arsenic Element has done that many, many, many times. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, yeah, see, Sweet Fingers Dish likes heat. Most people like really hot. I shouldn't say most. I don't know. It seems to be that the majority of people enjoy heat in a lot of things, whether it be wings or other types of things like jerk chicken is something that's popular around here and stuff like that. I can't take the heat. I have to really be in the mood. But boy, do I ever love the taste of Frank's Red Hot. So I found out the other day that they have a Frank's Red Hot, but it's a mild wing sauce. So I can't wait to try that. But I don't know if we have it in Canada yet. And we were also talking to a channel about, they introduced me to a sauce called Crystal. Now, I haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be carried by Walmart, and it might be more popular. I should be able to find it. I'm just going to have to keep searching grocery stores when I'm in them to see if I can find it. Shake the meter, yeah. Emotion, imagine if it was like a pinball machine. I could just knock it on the side and see if it was going to switch. Infor Media Live, forgive me, I didn't welcome you. It's good to see you here. I saw you slip in a few moments ago. And forgive me if I've missed anybody coming into the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Intro to Mills, good to see you here. I saw you slip in there, so thank you for coming in. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I hope that you will. It really does help. I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, not just today, but in the coming days, maybe even weeks ahead. I hope I'm not buffering. Sweet Fingers Dish. When you're live streaming, one of the things you can notice is that sometimes people will tell you like that the stream is buffering, right? So as a thought, you have it takes a bit to get used to that kind of thing. At least for me it did, right? But when one person tells you the stream is buffering, you just want to be careful not to stop and start looking at everything and see if everything's buffering, because if it's one person saying it, it's probably their connection, not yours. Once it gets to 2 or 3 people, you know it's you. You got to do something to try to save your stream and fix your connection if you can. Now, I talk about it here because that's what we're here for, but in most cases, you should be able to continue on with your stream and not let it distract you, but it is important to notice as well so that you can see if something's wrong, if there is a chance of fixing it. If we ever do lose a stream, we have in the past due to internet connections. If it's within the first hour, I will restart one time to see if we can get the stream back. Otherwise, we just wait until the next day because we don't want to frustrate everybody looking at their internet connections and everything. So, John Paul is an 8-year veteran of YouTube. Good to see you here. And hopefully, I haven't missed any thing in the chat that anybody meant for me to see. Thank you, Philip Lemon, for the share. I really do appreciate that. Chris's Clever Craft blew up his mouse with static electricity. That's amazing. Yeah, I look forward to doing those kind of things. You always got to wonder, especially if you're folding laundry or something like that and you're just about to get onto the computer, hopefully you did not forget your bounce sheet or something that's going to take some static electricity off, because otherwise your fingers could be covered in static electricity, and getting a shock off your computer is always a frightening thing. You always wonder if you're going to send the thing into a frenzy. But hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Dangerous Jobbers is somebody I'm still getting to know. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've got 245 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They have been with us several times already. Professional Paranormal Research, good to see you in the house. Herman the Great is here. They happen to be a member. Ali's Craft Pursuits, I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but I did put you on the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So thank you one more time. Dangerous Jobbers, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For the same reason, next we're going to look at Eternity Luck Scratcher. They have also done that many times before, and for that reason, we're going to look at their channel right away. Emotion did the same thing. After we look at his channel, we will get back to spinning the wheel as we usually do. So Eternity Luck Scratcher obviously comes to us from the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels, where we find a lot of extremely generous and supportive creators, not just in their community or niche, but outside as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Eternity Luck Scratcher is here with us frequently, almost every day, as a matter of fact. And they post frequently, as you can see. I'm just going to take their latest video, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. They've got 334 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. Tay Mobile, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I got to get you to pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back again. For those of you who've been with Tuber Chat for a long time, you'll notice I finally made a screen where the music doesn't like all of a sudden change and get loud and everything else. So hopefully that's a little bit better. And Eternity Luck Scratcher, thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. For the very same reason, Emotion is going to come up next. He's also done that several times before, countless times as a matter of fact. Now, Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter, but because the name of this channel consists of a word that's so popular, we have to go a little bit farther to get to this channel easily. Now we still want to search, find, and click on them, because doing that hundreds of times between all of us is what's going to help this creator rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. You'll notice that I put in the chat there, emotion new soul. That's the term I use to find this creator, and that's what we're going to find when we get to their channel. New Soul R&B Music. You can see it's an official artist channel, and this talented singer and songwriter is here both as a moderator and a gold member. So we see their channel in the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream in those slides that run, that you just saw actually whenever I go on break there, as well as their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, same as Makeup Mom and Son, for instance, who's also here as a moderator and a gold member. Now, Emotion brings us his original works on this channel, and that is usually in the form of music videos, but sometimes in the form of compilations, and that could be either in premieres or live streams. We've joined them many times. You'll meet more friends and family members on his channel because he allows and encourages people to connect the same way all of our moderators do, as a matter of fact. And he mixes in a few reaction videos to round out the content on this channel. When we move down towards Writing with Emotion New Soul, we find a second channel from this creator with 700 subscribers right now. We'd love to push that a little bit farther towards the 800 we know he's thinking about. And this is where we're going to get a behind-the-scenes look at the content created by Emotion in their original work. So, for instance, this is his music program. I was going to say Final Cut. It's Logic Pro. And he is a talented singer and songwriter that shows us his process. So we get a great look at the creation of the music as well as the creator behind the music, which I really love. I always enjoy that. And then as well on this channel, he adds in a couple of reaction videos to round out the content here as well. As you can see, he's really got a great formula down. 17,000 views on a video that was just put up 2 weeks ago. And not anybody can just do any reaction and have it go viral. That's not the way that works. But Writing with Emotion New Soul and the creator behind this channel, Emotion, put a lot of thought, consideration, research, and work into doing the right reaction videos for this creator and their channels. And therefore, more times than not, comes out with great success, and we see that increasing as well. FIFA World Other Gaming, bringing true love from NYC. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thank you so much, Hope Bus. It's likely been a long day for a lot of people, and for those of us in the Eastern time zone, it's getting pretty close to bedtime for most people, I'm sure. But I do appreciate every moment that everybody's spending. I know today's an unusual time for the stream. That's just due to the holiday, but I never take the day off from Tuber Chat unless we absolutely have to. We are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I'm spinning the wheel. And then thank you so much, FIFA World Other Gaming, for your kind Easter message as well. Healthy Gmom is coming up right now, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. They happen to be a member as well, so the wheel right now has a lot of members on it and a couple more creators as well, but as time goes on and we get back down to 5 or 6 names, I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list. So Healthy Gmom is here with 3,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 3,500 they're going to be thinking about. Cynthia Music and Vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. trying to lower my voice a little bit when you live stream, especially if you're high energy and fast paced, the way you talk, similar to what I do and a lot of other creators. You can find yourself literally screaming at the camera. I don't mean to do that, but at this late hour, I don't necessarily want to be yelling through the house, but I'll just try to tone it down a small bit. Pharaoh Love, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And our instructions for how to connect with everybody and maximize your time here in Tuber Chat are always in our video description, so I hope you'll check that out. I think Pharaoh Love has been here before, but forgive me if I'm mistaken that. And then as well, Healthy Gmom is bringing us healthy living and a lot of other variety. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, has been for quite some time now. I'm just taking her latest video, adding it into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. And then as well, we see that she is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. So I'm going to spin the wheel right now. By the way, Scratch and PPA, I know I sent you a message the other day about slow mode and figuring out how that feels, as far as for those of you who've been here many times before, you'll notice that slow mode is still on, but I toned it down to 5 seconds instead of 10, because it's not necessary to have 10 seconds in my case, I don't believe, but we're trying it out. But I had forgotten, and Kristen pointed out to me the fact that moderators may not have to deal with slow mode. So even if the slow mode is set for a chat, then moderators may not be restricted by that. So it might have been silliness me asking that question. But slow mode is something that can really help. And if you wonder to yourself, why on earth would anybody put slow mode in their chat? It's for one specific reason. You know, we're very lucky here in Tuber Chat. You'll notice I have a 20-minute time limit, subscriber-only mode on the chat as well. That really cuts down on trolling. I don't want to jinx it, but we really haven't had much problem with that for a very long time because of that restriction. What slow mode does is, if a troll comes into your chat and wants to misbehave, it's very difficult to spell out a 4-letter word, let's say, or some other word that you don't want presented in your chat, because they can only drop one letter every 5 seconds or 10 seconds or what have you. Chances are they can't get the word out before somebody is going to stop them, whether it's a moderator or the host. So it's just a thought, but I thought I'd bring that up in case you wonder. Vineyard Chicks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. This is Woman Outdoors. This is a creator who's been with us, I think, every day since finding us here on Tuber Chat, and they became a member just about right away after finding us as well. So with 363 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. You can see that they are bringing us all three kinds of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. So what I'm going to do is take your latest video here, and the one you've got in your featured slot, I'm just going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Women Outdoors obviously brings us a lot of outdoor footage where they bring us ideas for almost do-it-yourself. There's a lot to be learned on this channel. They come to us, I believe, from the homesteading community. And we find a lot of creators. There's been an influx of channels coming into Tuber Chat from the homesteading community for a while now. And most of these creators, if not all, are bringing us many different things to be learned, especially by somebody like me who happens to be like a big city boy kind of thing or whatever. I don't do a lot of gardening and things like that. I am fascinated by it, but I just don't happen to do a lot. So these are the kind of creators that can teach us about self-sufficiency, a lot of things that we can save money on, especially when we do things either for ourselves around the house, around the home, or in other places. And then, of course, when it comes to cooking and gardening and baking and all these other things as well, if that makes sense. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to Women Outdoors. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since finding us. And like I said, are here with us almost every day. And thank you so much. FIFA World Other Gaming is another creator who's actually been with Superchat for a very long time. Well over a year and a half, could be even longer than that. Forgive me for not even being certain. They're one of the first channels that was featured on Superchat. And they are an extremely energetic, positive, motivating creator as well. And they always come in here with a lot of energy and positivity, for which I am very grateful. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please be patient with me. Mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, and that should help me see it a little bit easier. Cosmic Cultivators has been doing a ton of handyman stuff for a week straight, which is great. Another creator we can learn from, of course. Kishan Empire Team Happy is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We put our instructions for how we connect to people here in the chat. Anybody from Team Happy, of course, is going to know how to connect with people and make that stick, but TuberChat is very focused on long-term support, and we have specific instructions, and I hope you'll take a moment to check them and feel welcome. Philip Lemon, how do you put a highlighted name in the chat? So in order to get that done, I'm going to type one right now. I'll type your name in here right now. Let me show you how it's done. I don't know if you can see this for those of you on a phone. And forgive me, Chris and Larry Homestead, we're going to talk about your channel in a second here. When you're on a phone, I know it's very difficult to see what I do on the screen here on TuberChat, but if you can get to a computer and see what we're doing, you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. What Philip Lemon is mentioning is, how do you get somebody's name to come up highlighted in the chat? So what we do is we type an @ symbol, and this can be done on a phone or a computer. There's a very big difference, though. When you're on a phone, you get no help. You have to type the full name out with perfect spelling, possibly perfect capitalization as well. So it makes it a bit of a headache when you're trying to get my attention, because TuberChat Connect and Grow is an extremely long name to type out, and you have to get the capitalization as well as the spaces and the dash and everything perfect. So I know that can be tough. That's why I tell everybody, give me 3 thumbs up if you want me to see something. But when you are on a computer, you can type this out. And if I put an @ symbol and PH, all of a sudden Philip Lemon's name comes up for me right away. Now I can just hit enter or click that, and his name's already there. Now I can just say hello or whatever I want to say, and when I hit enter and the message goes through, now Philip Lemon is going to see their name come up highlighted. So that's how it's done. But again, on a phone, if you're going to do it, you must put the @ symbol with no space right after it, the person's complete channel name with perfect capitalization, perfect spelling, and perfect spaces if there are those and things like that. Then they will get to see it, if that makes sense. I think we had another channel come in. Yes, I Need Coffee 33. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. So Chris and Larry Homestead is here, and they are fairly new to TuberChat, but this is a decent, I want to say big channel with over 8,000 subscribers. So obviously there's much to be learned from these creators. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. They've already been back to TuberChat several times, but they got a membership right away. I believe that was even their first time here. So I really do appreciate that extra support. I'm looking forward to learning from them as well. I'm just going to take their latest video and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and that will give me an opportunity to get to know their content a little bit more. When I talk about this catch-up list, a lot of you hear me mention this many times during the TuberChat live streams. It's just a playlist I made for myself so that while we're doing this live stream, I can add videos like this from creators into that list and then go back over it in the next 24 hours. I don't have to remember all the channels I was going to go and make a point to visit and things like that. Now, I do support everybody as much as I possibly can, but as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes challenging and difficult to support everybody as much as we all might like. The truth is, as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, even though that's different for everybody, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, we see them hitting milestones, we see people getting monetized and things like that. So, we know the system works. We're happy to be doing it. And that is a way that I stay on top of everything, is just with these extra playlists. You can make, as far as I know, an unlimited number of playlists. If there's a limit, it's like 500 or something like that. So I think you can put 500 videos in a playlist as well. So there's so much available when we talk about tools and things that can help you that are part of the YouTube system, if you want to call it that, if any of this makes sense. So Herman the Great is here as well, another extremely positive creator, another supportive channel, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I run into Herman the Great frequently when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams for other creators myself. Oh yeah, Hackix team. Thank you. Yeah, it's much easier on a computer. Much easier, or at least I find it that way. But we do know that up to 60 or 70% of creators could be on a phone or a tablet. YouTube's analytics tells you those numbers for yourself. MSK Family Vlogs has been with Superchat from the beginning, or pretty close to it, and they are one of our very first official members. Superchat's been monetized for about 1.5 years now, and MSK Family Vlogs was there right in the beginning and have been with us all this time. So it's interesting to note that after 389 live streams, MSK Family Vlogs is still here, still meeting new creators, and still growing their channel the right way. So Herman the Great does pure variety on his channel, but is an extremely energetic and motivating creator. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here. It's a stream replay, but I'm going to add that into my catch-up list, again, like I had just said, so I can stay caught up, make sure I don't fall behind. Herman the Great right now has 549 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about, and since they are a member, of course, I put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat today. One of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. We are extremely lucky to have this creator both as a dear friend to all of us in the Superchat family, as well as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Scratchppa is a creator that brings us an incredible looking channel. And what I mean by that is when we look at the branding, when we look at the consistency, right from the beginning with this creator and the presentation, we see that it is not only well thought out, but extremely well executed right from the start. Scratchppa is now on, I keep forgetting the number of episodes, if it's now 71 or 72, because he did a couple of episodes, or he did a couple of videos right before Scratch and Pete Scratch Challenge started, which is what he does every week. This creator puts out a video every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, always. And it's about a 10-minute video these days, lately. And what you will find when you visit one of these premieres is one of the fastest running chats you've ever seen on YouTube. Faster than Superchat, faster than almost any other. The reason why is because Scratchppa is so unbelievably supportive to other creators. It all comes back in a high energy and fast-paced rush and flood of support all at once. It makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. To see a chat like this, it just literally flies. It's crazy. There's no other word to describe it. The reason I put the focus on that is not just because of the chat, not that it just, it's something to see and all this, but it's because the support from this creator. We talk about this all the time. If you give much more than you're expecting to receive, it will all come back. We know this, right? And Scratchppa is a perfect example. This is a creator who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive, both in the things that we see here in YouTube and in Superchat and in the YouTube streets, if you want to call it that. But as well, I've gotten to know this creator over the last very long while. It's getting on 2 years now. And Scratch and PPA, you know, even instinctively behind the scenes when we talk just as friends, the same thing comes up. And I see generosity in this creator over and above what we typically see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He's got almost 1,100 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer. I've set a reminder for the premieres. He usually sets them up on Saturday and gets them ready for the next Tuesday, which is great stuff, because you're giving it a few days to percolate in the YouTube algorithm, so YouTube knows how to push it out. And then, like I said, it's just unbelievably busy every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. So I hope you'll join us for that. It's an interactive series of videos where you get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it makes his series a lot of fun to be a part of and sets it apart and makes it unique as well. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA. You can also take inspiration from the way he marries in those outside social networks, and you'll find how a lot of fun can be brought into your video series as well. I mean, why I say take inspiration is because, you know, Scratch and PPA does the right things for his video, his content, his channel. It's going to be different for all of us, but inspiration can be taken by making notes about how Scratch and PPA has used the outside social networks to bring that traffic into his YouTube channel. So I hope everybody will check that out. And let's spin the wheel. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Recyclable Homestead. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you'd like. You have been here before. Thank you, Pharaoh Love. You'll be back tomorrow to participate. Driving, yes, I don't expect anybody to participate in the chat while they drive, but I do appreciate every moment everybody spends, even if you're just watching, even if you're just lurking, even if you're just letting the stream run in the background, and especially if you're just coming by to say hello and give a thumbs up. I do appreciate those as well. So Sparkle's Hope Chest is here with a ton of variety. They bring us pure variety on their channel. As a matter of fact, they do great with series. They've collaborated with other, at least one other creator. You have to forgive me if I haven't caught any others yet. Sparkle's Hope Chest now is approaching 400 subscribers, almost at 380 right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. You can see her collaborations here, and then as well Happy Mail videos. She does a lot of series. So look, there's crochet videos, a lot of shorts videos as well. I don't watch a lot of shorts. I'm mostly on a computer, not on a phone. Not that that's an excuse, but I get into watching a lot of streams and premieres and videos as opposed to shorts. And then when we get into her Motel Life series, we get a great look at the creator behind the channel and her home life as well, and some life changes she's been through in the last little while. So I hope everybody will connect with her. Sparkle's Hope Chest has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. I'm going to show you one more channel here. Wolf Spirit Productions is the daughter of Sparkle's Hope Chest in real life, and it's wonderful to see these creators supporting each other. They collaborate together when they can. We've seen them do this many times, usually around holidays and things like that. Wolf Spirit Productions as well has 270 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 they're thinking about. They happen to be a truck driver, so they bring us on their travels to many different destinations, basically all over North America as well. They give us a great look at their home life, and they do incredibly well with series. Also, they've recently started live streaming while driving, which is really cool as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And swapping playlists. Yes, facing reality. I'll talk about that. One thing I do want to mention just before that, though, as well, is for anybody that's fairly new to Superchat, if you haven't been here many times before, then my suggestion is always to make the first move. Reach out to other creators, support them first. Self-promotion is very much frowned upon on YouTube. Other creators here in Superchat and places like this, we call them growth streams, are watching everything you say to see whether you're interested in drawing people to your channel or if you're interested in supporting other people's channels, right? Because we keep talking about generosity here and giving much more than you expect to receive. This is why I say making the first move is where you find the best success. So it's just a mental note, but I hope everybody will take that to heart. Runneth over garden and life. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to put your channel up on the screen right now for that reason, and we will get back to spinning the wheel afterwards. I really do appreciate that extra support. Thank you for the Happy Easter message as well. The Weightlifting Geek says they enjoyed Wolf Spirit Productions live stream, which is cool. I hope to catch one. I wasn't able to. And right now we're looking at Runneth Over Garden and Life. I'm still getting to know this creator, but I've actually seen them hop in on other live streams with other creators, and I'm always happy to see creators collaborate in that way. They are bringing us both shorts and videos. I'm just going to have a quick peek here in your content and see if you've started live streaming yet, or if that might be something that we're thinking about, maybe even for the future, possibly. But a lot of shorts and videos in the meantime. Now, I'm still getting to know their channel, so I'm just going to take one more video here and add this into my catch-up list so I can continue to get to know your content, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. They gave us a super chat, so we put them on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, Facing Reality was asking me to mention it again. Facing Reality has been with us for a very long time, but I know that there's a lot of creators that are fairly new to TuberChat that may not have heard me talk about exactly what that is. It's a simple arrangement where you're agreeing to run a playlist of videos for another creator. They're agreeing to run a playlist of your videos as well. Now, you're only obligated to run it in this case, not necessarily sit and watch every second of every video. Some creators here have playlists that get into the not only hours, but eventually days, weeks, and beyond. But because this arrangement is so simple, you can do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out, in another window on a computer or on another device. And while we want to do as much as we possibly can for every creator, it would be great if everybody could, when you're making that arrangement, comment and like at least the first and last video. But it's a simple arrangement. Now, you can imagine if you get a lot of different creators running an entire playlist of your videos, your hours are really going to stack up. But there's a couple of extra benefits to that. Now, one of them is that when somebody's running your playlist, they're running every video in that playlist from beginning to end, and that can bump up the averages on your entire channel for average time viewed per video, if that makes sense. Retention is very important. If you follow some of the bigger YouTubers that talk about the things we talk about, you'll find Sean Cannell, Sonny Lenarduzzi, Daryl Eves, Roberto Blake, and others. And these creators will say minutes matter most. So retention, how long people stay in your videos, is extremely important. We want to do everything we can to pump those numbers up, right? Legitimately, but running playlists is one of the things we can do. Now, as well, when you think about it, you're trading favors with another creator and getting a friendship started. That's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from, when you have literally a family of creators that are interested in your channel interested in your content, interested in your success, and will go over and above to help you, not just in the coming days, but weeks, months, and maybe even years to come. So these are the benefits. And you can imagine, like, let's say you have a playlist right now of 20 videos for somebody to run. That's great. They're going to run all 20 videos probably in a day, and you're going to get some watch hours. But when you think about the friendship you've made with the creator you've traded favors with, imagine if you come out with another 50 videos in the next year. They're going to watch most of them. And that's where your watch hours are really going to stack up. Danforth Avenue Wellness, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And thank you, Macix team. Thank you for that. If anybody in the house has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. All Things Jay, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, today's a different time. The reason why we put it at such an obscure time, it was a holiday here in Canada, so I was with family for the day celebrating Easter, and I'm able to come in and do the stream late. I never take the day off Tuber Chat unless I absolutely have to, so we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So Motor City Scratchers just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. And you'll notice that that actually knocked the rest of the life off of our Stream Boss, which is that video game life meter right under my camera. So Motor City Scratchers is going to get a bit of extra exposure for that reason. And right at the same time, I Am Betty J Gathers is letting us know we've hit 100 thumbs up already in the first half of today's live stream. So thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate that. We've got a long way to go. We can stay up to about an hour and a half if everybody would like to. We're going to get as many channels on the screen as we can. Motor City Scratchers comes to us from the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels. We've talked about this. There are a lot of extremely generous creators, and when I talk about that, Motor City Scratchers, of course, is an example. Now, not only are they generous in the typical ways that we talk about or see here on YouTube in general, but they go over and above. The other day, I was in one of their live streams. I've visited them many times, and they had spoken so highly about what was going on here, for which I'm grateful. They actually sent over a couple of new friends to Tuber Chat that have been with us for the last few streams now, and I really do appreciate that. Word of mouth, of course, is still the number one when it comes to gaining exposure for anything you're doing, whether it be online, offline. So I appreciate that greatly. Sweet fingers dish. Yes, I know it's late for a lot of people, but I do appreciate every moment everybody spends. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. We are going to take a break for about 3 minutes. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And if anybody's mentioned something in the chat that I missed, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mentioned Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. Jennifer Ahinger, forgive me if rhymes with danger. Jennifer Anger. Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for that description in your channel title. It helps. Jennifer Anger is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We're going to go on break just for 3 minutes. We're going to come right back. I spun the wheel, so Klastic TV is going to come up next. But Lonnie's Songs and Other Things just dropped another super chat on us. Thank you for that extra support. We're going to look at their channel right after Klastic TV when we get right back. At some point, I imagine somebody's going to ask me, Kevin, what on earth do you do for 3 minutes every time you break in the middle of a stream? Because you do it every day. And I'm sure they're going to say along with that, I hope it's for a good reason. I hope it's not that you're just sitting there stuffing your face with Reese's Pieces or something for 3 straight minutes while we sit here waiting for you. But until that day comes, we'll just leave it as a mystery. Especially because I'm supposed to be on a diet right now. And forever. Crescent Art Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know we have a brand new channel in the chat. Jenny DS, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. MSK Family Vlogs, thank you so much for the share on Twitter. I really do appreciate that as well. They're actually Reese's miniatures, so it's a little bit worse because they're much bigger, just not as big as a regular peanut butter cup. But that's my excuse. So, as well, K-Lastic TV we're looking at right now. And Lonnie Songs and Other Things dropped a super chat just as we were about to go on break. So we're going to look at that channel next. Akasua's Tasty Recipe, thank you for the share on Instagram as well. Yes, Michael's Adventures on the same diet as me. Michael's Adventures is a different character though, because he can eat anything he wants and it doesn't do anything to him. Whereas for me, for those of you who have been following Tuber Chat for the last 2 years, can see that I'm very much affected by the foods that I eat. So I should be doing a better job, but we'll see, right? So Elastic TV is here, and ironically, while we're talking about this, is going to bring us delicious looking food. Not all of it being along the lines of healthy living, but I'm sure that all of it is delicioso. Now, Elastic TV has also started with some shorts. I hope they keep that up, and I hope we start to see some activity for some of those, but they are bringing us a lot of delicious looking content, so I hope everybody will enjoy that as well. Now, we don't have a sub count on this channel right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone they might be working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, or 1,000, or even more. So we just want to do all we can to push each other along. Lexus Ice ASMR. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up right after Lonnie Songs and Other Things for the same reason. Elastic TV happens to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away, as we always do with all members. We'll get to Lonnie Songs and Other Things right now, then Lexus Ice ASMR, and shortly we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Makeup Mom and Son has 5 different types of Reese's there, my dear goodness. And I wish I would stop buying it. You know, the number one thing is just don't bring it in the house. And I just can't stop myself. For some reason, one of these days, maybe I will. So, Lonnie Songs and Other Things is fairly new to Tuber Chat. I'm still getting to know their content. They're just here with us for the first weekend. 484 subscribers right now means they're closing in on their community tab. I'm going to get that shortly. They're working on some shorts videos. It's great to see their Easter dinner sitting there. I was eating a similar looking meal earlier today. And I'm hoping that we can push this creator a little bit farther, get that community tab happening for them. They are doing a lot of streaming lately. So what I'm going to do is take your 2 shorter videos. I'm going to add these into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your content a little bit. Make sure I don't fall behind on your channel. But I'm hoping to catch you on one of these streams. You stream almost every day, it looks like, or at least every other day. Pardon me. And we will... Sweet Fingers Dish on a diet too. My diet starts every Monday. Every single Monday it starts. Sometimes it lasts more than a day. And so if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Hilda DC has a big Reese Rabbit chocolate. Oh, my dear goodness, for that as well. One of the things that I can't do, though, like I do love Reese. I know a lot of people like the whole peanut butter chocolate thing. They've got a special thing going on there. And there's so many different varieties now. But one of the things that they have is those like monster cups, those like 1 pound ones. I can't even like look at that. I know probably some people love it. I don't think I could do it. It just seems like too much. Now, I can eat as many peanut butter cups as I want, one at a time, but when you put it all in one like that, it just looks a certain way. I can't do it. I haven't been able to do it. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Jennifer Anger says their playlist is super short for now. What a lot of creators will do when swapping playlists with each other is they will mark out their playlists in different times. So somebody who's been on on YouTube for a while that has lots of videos will chop them up and say like, here, I got a 5-hour playlist, I got a 10-hour playlist, I got a 20-hour playlist and things like this, so that they can make it somewhat fair when they connect with other creators. But it's up to you whether that matters or not. Most creators have playlists that are under 24 hours. I usually run one a day per window on a computer. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to be able to do 3 at a time and things like this. And if anybody has thought about swapping playlists but not done it yet because you just want to know a little bit more, or you're nervous about it, or just want to think about it a little while longer, I'll be willing to do it with you as well. You can reach out to me on Instagram. It's just one word, Tuberchat, and I can show you what everybody will be looking for, but it is really easy stuff. So thank you one more time, Lonnie Songs and Other Things, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that as well. Lexus Ice ASMR is coming up, and you both have knocked some life off of our current stream boss, which is Motor City Scratchers. So thank you, all of you, for your generous extra support today. I really do appreciate this. For that reason, we're putting these channels up right away, and then we will get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. 499 subscribers for Lexus Ice ASMR. I'm hoping we can get a few more subscribers for this channel so that we can push them up and over the 500 they're thinking about right now. We'll love to see this community tab come out for this creator, and then we want to get them a little bit farther. Whenever we're hitting these 100 milestones, I always recommend continuing to work on your channel if you can, and try to aim a little bit higher. Like in this case, I would say 505 or 510. The reason why is because we know that YouTube plays games with all of our numbers. They take our views, our watch hours, our likes, our subs, just about everything. Even our thumbs down disappear after a couple of days in a lot of cases. So we just want to aim a little bit higher so that if YouTube plays games with your numbers after you hit your milestone, you don't slip back below. We never wish that on anybody. So I'm just going to take your another video here. It's one of your latest videos. I know you've got a stream that I joined after that, but I'm just going to take this, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up. Make sure I don't fall too far behind. Lexus Ice ASMR has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We're getting very close to the point where I'm going to be able to start adding names from our chat list, so I'll do that shortly. Right now we're going to look at another creator that has a lot we can learn from on 2 different channels. This is the Stock Explorer. Nora has become a great friend over a long period of time. Somebody I've had the pleasure of getting to know. Now this is a creator who brings pure personality into every chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, or whether they're on panel with somebody on a StreamYard panel, or on their own channel with other guests, or by themselves. And they always engage conversation. And that's a great service to anybody when you're visiting their channel for a premiere or a live stream. The Stock Explorer always engages conversation and inspires more conversation in that way, if that makes sense. They've got 755 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Oh my goodness. Pallets, pouch, perfumes, and panning. Kinder, is that because of salmonella? I had heard a while back. I always, like, it's a thing. My son is grown now, like more than grown, but he when he was growing up, his favorite thing was those Kinder eggs. Here in Canada, we still have toys in ours. In the States, apparently, I think they're not allowed to have those, right? But here in Canada, they still have the toys in them. So I still, to this day, every Christmas, make sure that he gets at least one Kinder Egg in his stocking or whatever, just to be funny about it, but keep that going. Because I know it's also a special thing, because not everybody in the world can have that, right? If you could believe this, I don't know if anybody does this anymore. When I was a kid growing up, we used to have toys in our cereal boxes. And there used to be things like, I'm trying to remember now, but like little cars or little planes or little simple toys. I'm sure there was probably Legos in there one time and things like this. And I don't think anybody does that anymore. But it's too bad. I know it's for good reason. You don't want anybody like in jeopardy or like, the possibility of getting, I don't know, hurt or choking and things like that. I think that's the reasoning behind it. But it's something that I do remember. But I hadn't heard that, but that's interesting. Pallets, pouch, perfumes, and panning is just letting us know maybe we got to watch it with some of the Kinder chocolate for a while. It's a popular brand, that's for sure. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. When we look at the Stock Explorer, we see that they bring us all different forms of content as well. They've got shorts, they've got videos, they've got streams, sometimes by themselves, sometimes with guests. They often have product in hand. I have seen this creator literally go from a stock video, the idea of a company, to ordering a product and then unboxing that same product online or on stream. Now, this creator is very forthcoming about their own portfolio, their own plays, and they bring us all types of information from beginner tutorials to get down the fundamentals, the lingo, and things of that nature, right into advanced topics like options trading and NFTs with crypto and things of that nature. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Sometimes the Stock Explorer has charts and graphs to show us. Most often, they are bringing us a down-to-earth and level-headed look at their ideas and things we might consider for both stocks and crypto. So I'm going to hop into their second channel now, which is called Tropical Buzz. This is where they are going to bring us along on their adventure as they experiment with different types of plants. They happen to be in Florida, but they're collecting different things from around the world now in a roundabout sort of way so that they can experiment with growing different things that they might have not otherwise had. So I'm looking forward to learning even more from this creator. Obviously, 2 educational channels here, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. They got 56 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push them towards that first 100. And Outgoing Azzy is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Happy Easter to you too. Now we're going to look at the channel that we were just talking about, Pallets, Pouch, Perfumes, and Panning. This is Tracy. She brings us beauty products in different ways. Oh, I misspelled it. This is it. YouTube wants to... Oh, no. Okay, you changed your avatar. Is that it? Did you change your avatar? I think so. That's what threw me off. I thought I had the wrong channel for a quick second there. I always misspell that. It's Pallets, P-A-L-E-T-T-E-S. I too often keep trying to spell that the wrong way. So you got to just make sure. YouTube wants to misspell for you sometimes, or at least for me. And this creator will bring us these beauty products in many different ways, sometimes in a haul or review or a top 5 list, and they bring us streams as well as videos as well as shorts. We can see that here, and they got a few of these that are starting to get some activity. We see more featured channels here. We talked about that earlier in the stream, and we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. Again, we all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types. We just want to push each other along no matter where we are. We will be happy to get this creator eventually to 500 subscribers so we can see that community tab pop out. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So one of my pages in the background that you can't see is just kind of pausing on me here. I'm hoping it's going to work. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get MSK Family Vlogs up on the screen, and I will see what I can do about getting some more names onto our wheel from our chat list in a moment. MSK Family Vlogs, like I had said earlier in the stream, has been with Superchat just about from the beginning, as a matter of fact. It's interesting after 389 episodes to have somebody, you know, still supporting so much after all this time. And they've actually been an official member for a long time. Superchat's been monetized just over a year and a half now. MSK Family Vlogs was one of our very first official members. And Jennifer Anger was the 100th, likely. My YouTube search. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Eternity Luck Scratcher says, why is it that YouTube takes away hours? You just woke up today, your hours have been decreased. So forgive me for not remembering when you started on YouTube, but there is something that's a very big deal, right? When we talk about monetization, and this is just a possibility. Now YouTube fluctuates all of our numbers. They take our subs, our views, our likes, our thumbs down even disappear, everything, our watch hours. So that's natural. We all have to deal with that. But one of the things that happens as well is there are qualifications for monetization. And they say that we need 4,000 hours of watch hour, so 4,000 hours of watch time within a 365-day period. A lot of people say a year, and it's true, but it would be technically more correct to say 365 days. What happens then? If you've been on YouTube for longer than a year, you will lose whatever hours you made 366 days ago and beyond every day, right? That passes. So, you hopefully after another year are gaining more hours every day than you're losing, but that's something that everybody has to deal with. So it makes the race a little bit longer, unfortunately. That can be demotivating, I know, but it's just something that we all have to deal with. That's why you see a lot of creators really rushing when they get around to what we might call an anniversary date or something like that. The truth of the matter is, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. You either make it or you don't. You can do all you want to try, but the more you push, rush, and cut corners, the more you're going to be disappointed in the long term, because the monetization you end up with may not be as high as it could have been, even if it's only by pennies. You know what I mean? Or small amounts of dollars and things like that. Every penny, every dollar matters in a lot of cases, right? So it's just a thought, but that might be what you're looking at. Mjoy M. Pong, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Just let me know, if you don't mind, Eternity Luck Scratcher, if either I didn't explain that right, like if that wasn't clear, or if that's not what you think you might be dealing with, and I'll be happy to think about what else could be the trouble. But all of our numbers fluctuate all the time. Another thing is like shorts videos, certainly not every, but especially most watch time for shorts does not count towards monetization. That's a big deal, because there's a separate monetization qualification for shorts. Right now we're looking at MSK Family Vlogs. This is a dynamic family of creators, and they bring us both in shorts as well as videos as well as live streams. So I'm just going to have a look. I'm probably behind with them right now. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. I'm just going to take your latest video, a reaction to getting some acrylic nails here. I'm going to take that video and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. Like I said, MSK Family Vlogs has been with Superchat just about from the beginning. They've got 1,480 subscribers or so right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. Oh, and then the Weightlifting Geek. So that's a super chat right there. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Finally figured out how to do the membership chat. So super chats and memberships are different. And forgive me if that's not what you're meaning and you already like understand and know that. Super chats are individual, so you get a message that flies through the chat. It's almost like an advertisement, right? Or you could draw attention, especially to the host, but everybody gets to see that highlighted message. Whereas a membership does consist of one message that comes through the same way. It's colored green. Memberships are always green. You'll see that there are people here in the chat where their name is highlighted green. That's because they're official members. That's a different thing because it's a monthly plan, so you have to consider that as well. Now the Weightlifting Geek, there you go. Yes, he's figured that out. So the Weightlifting Geek actually has had set up a membership. You know how a lot of creators will understand that when you create your YouTube channel, there have been times when YouTube forces you to have like basically 2 accounts. So you sign up with an email address, but it's like separate from your channel. It really kind of sounds ridiculous the way I'm trying to explain it, but I think it's ridiculous in the first place anyway. And it's very confusing for a lot of creators. I have several channels and I run several others. Some of them have multiple accounts, some of them don't, depending on when you signed up. But it can cause confusion. So a couple of times we've had people come in here, get memberships, and it happens to be on the wrong account, likely not by any fault of their own. But the Weightlifting Geek seems to have figured that out. We will see their name highlighted in green now, but they've actually been a member for a while already. So thank you for that, and thank you for that extra super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. For that reason, I think I just spun the wheel, so we're going to get... oh, I Am Betty J Gathers is up already. Okay, that's okay. Forgive me. And then the Weightlifting Geek will come up next because of that super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. You've knocked a little bit of more life off of our stream boss. If anybody has the ability to share the stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list as well. Alucard is in the house. I Am Betty J Gathers is literally responsible for us gaining probably hundreds of thumbs up because she does a very energetic and positive and motivating and wonderful job of motivating others to, if that makes sense. I'm tripping over my words now, but she reminds everybody to give us those thumbs up. She's got the same energy on her channel in her live streams. You can see I just caught her again the other day, and she allows and encourages other creators to connect to each other. She is bringing us a lot of motivation and healthy living on her channel, but if you can catch her for a live stream, you'll likely meet more friends and family members over there as well. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. And then Outgoing Azzy got a prank on Easter, so we'll check that out. Outgoing Azzy will have some brand new content on his channel for us. I'm just going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list here because I've been talking about that for a while. Facing Reality is up there. Sweet Fingers Dish is coming up, and Nikki D Official. And then we'll get some more names as we need them. But the next channel that we're going to look at, because they just dropped a super chat on us, is the Weightlifting Geek. Now, they also happen to be a member, but I really do appreciate that extra support. The Weightlifting Geek is here with us just about every day. They also mix up their content as well. They do live streams as well as shorts, as we can see, and then regular videos. They've got a second channel here, the Relax Joe ASMR, so hopefully everybody will check that out as well. With 29 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther. And I'm just going to go back to their main channel here. I'm going to grab your latest father-son football time video and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Crafty Leo, thank you for coming by. Forgive me if I missed you the first time through, but thank you for being here. Carolina Diamond Productions, thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here, whether it's, even for just a moment, even just to come by, say hello, drop a thumbs up, or if you're lurking in the background. Every minute matters, right? And that goes for monetized channels as well. It's all about the algorithm, so I do appreciate it. I was just about to get another channel. Carolina Diamond Productions has come in. That's another longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And I've got them on the wheel now because they happen to be a member. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So let's spin the wheel. The Weightlifting Geek obviously is going to motivate us, particularly with fitness, but they actually do a lot of variety, and you'll enjoy this energetic and motivating creator. I'm still getting to know them, but I'm sure you'll enjoy doing that as well. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's a member of our moderator squad and has been for a very long time. All of the moderators here are longtime friends of mine, and they all have channels of their own, so I hope you'll check them out. And then, yeah, I usually don't do streams this late outgoing Azzy, but today was a holiday, so I was with my family all day. But I don't like to take the day off from Tuber Chat unless we absolutely have to, because we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And so I just wanted to do the stream even if it had to be late. I pushed the time of tomorrow's stream a little bit later because I don't have to do a lot of the things that I usually do on Monday, so we don't have to rush back. We'll be back 12 hours after we finish today instead of 10. So, Hilda DC, I've got your reminder on for that premiere already. She posts almost every single day. She brings us shorts as well as a lot of videos and then live streams as well. She usually premieres. Finding happiness in all you do. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another longtime friend of Tuber Chat who's been here just about from the beginning. And then the Wheel of Fortune, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any of those game shows and things like that. General knowledge, I wonder. I don't think I know much more than anybody else when it comes to that stuff. When it comes to social media, I just have always been an enthusiast. I know that kind of idea could be frowned upon these days. A lot of people are getting into the whole don't put personal information online and stuff like that. But it's way too late for me. I saw the internet when I was, 14, 15, 16 years old. And that was a longer time ago than you think it was. I'm older than you think I am. But I was fascinated right away. So I signed up for everything. I was on AOL and CompuServe. And, I still remember a lot of the old services. Yahoo, I know, is still around. But, I was using Alta Vista and Excite and Lycos. And I was there for MySpace when that was a thing. And Facebook, I joined fairly early and things like that. But I liked this stuff too much at the time, and I've always worked in social media and marketing and stuff like that, so way too late for me. But when it comes to this stuff, it's a little bit... The wheel spinning is legendary, that's for sure. What I'm happy about is my ability to remember so many details about so many friends that we've made. You hear the stories that I tell about creators, even if they haven't been here every day. Hilda DC is here almost every day. We have a core group of 7 or 8 moderators that are here as often as they can be. That usually relates to at least 2, if not 3 or 4 times a week, right? But I'm happy with some of the things I'm able to remember about some of the channels because I want to do a great job of featuring everybody while they're here, right? This is what we do for the 2 hours that we're here, and I always want things to change. So, oh, Napster and Kazaa. I forgot about Kazaa and BearShare, and I forget some of the names of some of the services, but yes, I remember these things. ICQ is something. You know, ICQ is still a thing. I don't know who uses it because it seems like it's something from, you know, the 90s or something, but it's still there. People apparently still use it. I don't know if it's still today. I heard an interview with the CEO of ICQ, and I had listened to that about a year ago. Ghostly Winds is in the house. They also happen to be a member, so I'm going to get them on the wheel right now. Forgive me, my speeches are quite long today, again. And LimeWire, that was one of the biggest ones. Yes, a la carte. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now, because even though we're not really in a rush, we usually are here for 2 to 2.5 hours. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next 45 minutes or so, but that means I'm going to move faster now. Hilda DC brings you mukbang challenge type fusions in her video on her channel, if that makes any sense, as well as vlogs, a lot of random live streams. She connects with a lot of other creators in StreamYard panels, both on her channel and outside. She brings us shorts, videos, live streams, and short videos, even though they're not officially shorts, as we see right here. And she streams once or twice a week. She posts almost every single day, but Hilda DC is an unbelievably motivating creator. Now, I often talk about Scratch and PPA having a very fast-paced and high-energy live stream, and Hilda DC is very much similar when it comes to the support that comes into her, because not only is she so supportive of other creators, but so unbelievably positive and motivating. There are positive affirmations that come through her chat robots, from her herself, and in the special effects that she runs in her videos also. So I'm sure you'll meet lots of friends and family members over there, because she's always encouraging and allowing everybody to do that as well. Indiana Backyard Gardener, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out, pardon me, to anybody you'd like to here in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Now, I think Mrs. VSNC09 took off a little while ago, but they were here with us from the beginning of the stream. They're here with us every day. They're an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've got a lot of featured channels here on their front page, just showing more generosity. They've got shorts videos as well as regular videos and live streams. Now, more than half of the content on this channel, even though it's pure variety, brings us the royal family. And what you'll find is that in the live streams, they have a very engaged conversation that goes on between creators because of their unbelievable knowledge and focus on their niche and theme. So I hope everybody will join them. And with over 2,300 subscribers, we'd love to push Mrs. VSNC09 towards the 2,400 they'll soon be thinking about. They're fully monetized, of course, with super chats and memberships available when we get there. And then Outgoing Azzy, I'm going to try to help you during the week figure out how to get a premiere done, meaning set up and ready, and I'll be happy to raid you when we get that set up. And pardon me. We'll spin the wheel right now, and we'll see what's going on with Makeup Mom and Son's channel. This is another creator who's here both as a moderator and a gold member. So when we look at Makeup Mom and Son's channel, we see that we get to look at this actually every single day, no matter what. Now, she's here almost every day, but we see the channel regardless because it runs in the slides that we run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And then, pardon me, I'm just addressing something in the chat here, just in case Michael's Adventures might have a... Michael's Adventures, usually brings us premieres. He might have something prepared that we can raid tonight. I usually set up my raids or pre-plan them every week in advance, like usually a week, sometimes 2 weeks in advance. Today I did not plan one because I didn't know what time for sure we were going to run the stream. I set it extremely late, and then when I literally was home and 45 minutes from when I could start, I reset the time, right? But we'll see. Oh, no premiere tonight. That's okay. I'll find something to raid when the time comes. But don't worry about that. But thank you. I'll look right before it's time. The other day I raided a channel and they finished their stream as soon as we raided it. But I'll look for something tonight. Makeup Mom and Son has 1,170 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. Now, Makeup Mom and Son, again, is a moderator and a gold member here. She brings a lot of variety on her channel, but particularly lately, there is a lot of product reviews and almost like a challenge, like taste test kind of thing with some of the foods, but a lot of unboxings as well. So when we get to like Ipsy, if that's how you pronounce it, I forget it for the life of me. And then BoxyCharm, of course, is something we see frequently, and a lot of other different things. And Makeup Mom and Son is somebody who's extremely thoughtful and considerate, with the idea of her audience being able to have new content to see. So even though she does unboxings and product reviews most often, she considers the idea of bringing different things for everybody to see on the channel, and I think that's great. So she's been a very much loved and well-respected creator for a long time. She also does lots of live streams. They usually end up hours long because she gets incredible support. She brings panelists up with her often. She goes on other people's channels and shares content that way. She's got some shorts videos that have gotten some serious action. She's got one here. I just keep referencing one all the time. The taco meat one, 37,000 views on that shorts video, which is great stuff. So I hope she keeps that up. What you'll notice as well, there's a series here called What's That Channel About? Also game night, so she does some random things as well. Here's a Let's Chat that's just connecting with other creators. Like she's got Corinne's Life with her there, another one of our moderators and dear friends. Game night, trivia, and more. There's Hilda DC from the Superchat family, and this series called What's That Channel About? I've been honored to have been a part of that. A lot of creators here in the Superchat family have been as well, where she does a very considerate and thoughtful job with an interview, kind of a discussion. They usually end up hours long. And she's been at that for a while, so you'll be introduced to a lot of other creators. Some you might have seen before. Many you'll be introduced to for the first time. So I hope everybody will connect with Makeup Mom and Son. We're going to look at Carolina Diamond Productions next, but I also want to show you Caden Plays It. Now this is a channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. They recently put out a couple of new videos, so we're great to see that. Now they have a brand new shorts video. I'm just going to give this one another view here, actually. And Pure Maple from Canada. There you go. From Ripple Street, she says. And that's something that they brought over from TikTok as well. You can repurpose your content by, all the different platforms, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts now. There's lots of different creative things you can do. And they've got even another video that's great, a third video's been added from Caden Plays It now, and I've added that into my catch-up list. They've got 27 subscribers. We'd love to encourage this young creator by pushing them a little bit farther towards that first 100. Carolina Diamond Productions is coming up right now, and then I'm going to add some more names from our chat list onto our Wheel of Doom. Forgive me, I missed a lot in the chat. If there's anything you've meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. If you can add 3 thumbs up to anything that you've sent. Oh, you haven't opened your maple syrup yet, Michael's Adventures. We actually sent, I didn't make it or anything like that, but we sent Michael's Adventures some maple syrup from Canada. We sent a couple things around to our moderators during the Christmas season. And hopefully you'll enjoy it, though. The truth of the matter is it's not hard to get. But maple syrup is definitely, a lot of people will say, like, much, much, much different than regular, table syrup and things like that. Carolina Diamond Productions has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Forgive me, I'm behind with you again, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video, your Happy Easter. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. Carolina Diamond Productions has 778 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. They bring us pure variety on their channel. They've been a long-time, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat. They've been a member for a long time as well. But when you visit their channel, I've been lucky to catch them on several live streams. You'll meet more friends and family members because they'll always allow and encourage that over there as well. I'm going to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list in a second here, and then I'm going to spin again. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is going to come up on the wheel, and we'll see if Tamara Recipes is still with us. We're late enough in the stream now that I got to start looking, because we're usually here for 2.5 hours. But I know not everybody can just stay here for 2.5 hours because it's convenient for me to stream. I do appreciate every moment everybody spends here. And Hog Deer 79 is coming up on the wheel as well. So I'm just going to double check that these creators are here. I've got to switch a page for this. Let me spin the wheel. Thank you, finding happiness in all you do. I hope you're having a great night as well. I know a lot of people are celebrating Easter, so happy to Easter to anybody that is. I know there's other holidays that fall at this time around the world. Forgive me for not being versed on all the different holidays, their meanings, their traditions and things of that nature, and the dates, but I hope everybody's enjoyed the holidays that celebrate them, and different religious things that come along with those. This is Facing Reality. She is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. She is somebody who spreads positivity, and on her banner she actually says positive messages in a fun way. You'll find that in her content, but as well she brings that positivity everywhere she goes, including here in the chat. She is somebody who is not afraid to ask questions, as well as share lessons learned along the way to benefit everybody in the Tuber Chat family. And I really appreciate that, because when you engage true conversation in a chat, you're sending incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, right? And yes, Ghostly wins. We were having a chocoholic day, as a matter of fact. I know a lot of people are. I forget that Easter comes along with a lot of chocolate in a lot of cases, right? I know there's much more significance to it, so forgive me, but we do happen to know that that's a factor. So thank you, Carolina Diamond Productions. And Facing Reality has 924 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,000 that she's thinking about. Now, she puts out premieres often. They often fall on Mondays, actually. So she'll have one tomorrow morning, I think. Yes, there it is, 10:15 tomorrow. She's got another one set up for a couple days after that, and a couple days after that as well. So I'm going to take your latest stream replay here for 40 minutes. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list, and that will just help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Indiana Backyard Gardener had a cheesecake day. Interesting. Kristen made an interesting dessert, actually, for today's family celebration. We always get together. Family time is my favorite thing. We get together for all the different holidays, for meals and things like that. So for Easter, we were together. She made this dessert, and I think she said it was called a creme caramel. If you put it that way, it's a custard dessert. It's got this like delicious sauce on it and whatever, but it was interesting because I usually get cake for everything. I way overeat cake, right? And I use every excuse. I've literally bought a person a cake because they got a haircut one day. And it was, it's funny things like that that make me kind of overdo it, right? But I'm the only one in the family that cares to have cake like 17 times a year, right? So Kristen wanted to do something a little bit different, but it was a welcome addition. Outgoing Azzy, today was a bit of a long day, and she actually put a lot of effort into our family meal. Like, she basically did it all right. Her daughter helped her, Kira, but Kristen did almost the whole thing. My sister did a little bit to help as well. But it makes for a long day, and we live about an hour and a half away from Toronto, where the rest of the family is and where we usually gather. Not always, but usually. So it's a very, very, very long day, but I pumped myself up with a few coffees and a half a Monster today. So I'm trying to wean myself off of that stuff and get into coffee instead. Chocolate cherry skillet cake. Interesting. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. I hope you film that, because that'll be interesting to see. Hogdeer79 is a brand new channel for Superchat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if I can find one. I'll take this 10-minute one right here and add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they're subscribed to Superchat as well, and they have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. Pardon me. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's see if Nikki D Official is still here. Maybe not. I'm going to start going through channels. Nikki D Official, just let me know if you're here, please. Otherwise, I'm going to move on quickly because I want to focus on channels that are still in the chat. I know it's been a long wait for some creators. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn's been here the whole stream, I believe. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel these days, and I do appreciate everybody's patience. We get to as many channels as we can every day. This holiday weekend has been unbelievably busy. I don't know if that's just because of the holiday or if it's because this past week or two I've been able to be on YouTube a little bit more than I usually am, and able to visit people. So Nikki D Official, I'm going to put your channel up next, right after Garden at Table with Heather Lynn, because you came up on the wheel. Not yet. Come hither with Heather. I'm going to get you onto our wheel right now, actually. And Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is somebody who we're actually learning a lot from. Now, she comes to us from the homesteading community. Now, she talks on her banner about Pampered Chef, gardening tips, and recipes, so you can tell there's a lot to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. 124 subscribers. She always engages true conversation in the chat, not just here, but I run into Garden at Table with Heather Lynn supporting other creators regularly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, myself supporting others. I'm just going to take your latest garden tour and bulb update. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That should help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And I'm going to put Nikki D Official up next. So forgive me, I'm going to start racing through channels here because I want to get as many on as we can in the next half hour. Euforma TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yes, Euforma. Perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know how to pronounce that properly. It's great because I love to promote everybody the right way every time they're here, or as best I can. Nikki D Official is here with us just about every single day. This creator wants to bring us a lot of musical covers on their channel. You can see they've done some shorts videos, and as well they do a lot of live streaming. They just did one last night actually. So I'm just going to take your latest shorter video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to stay caught up with your content. But Nikki D Official is somebody who I also see out supporting others. I run into them regularly, and they're here with us in Tuber Chat every single day. I really do appreciate every moment everybody spends here. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, pardon me, and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Keeping Up with the Griffins, I think, has been here for quite some time. Indiana Backyard Gardener is coming up on our wheel now. Keeping Up with the Griffins. As well as Team Goodman. And M. Joy. And Pong. And I'll get some more names onto the wheel as we need them. Let's spin. Let's get another creator up here. Nikki D Official has 62 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. Indiana Backyard Gardener, I think, is going to be looked at for the first time here on the Tuber Chat screen. So we'll see what they've got going on their channel. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, this latest one, it's 11 minutes long. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Eternity Lex Scratcher, thank you so much for that membership. I really do appreciate that. They've already been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while now, but as a member, of course, you know that means I'm going to add you onto our Wheel of Doom as soon as I see you every single day in the chat. Sweet Fingers Dish is coming up right now. We looked at Eternity Lex Scratcher earlier today, and they're here with us just about every single day. We noticed that they've just about knocked the life off of our stream boss for today. And what I'm talking about is that video game life meter that you see right under my camera there. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of that stream boss, and the person who knocks it out for the last time becomes the current stream boss, if that makes sense, and that means that they will get some extra exposure as Motor City Scratchers has been enjoying. All that fluff and stuff, good to see you in the house from Australia. Hopefully you're doing well today. Time has passed for you. My goodness, you're well into Tuesday by now. But for us, you know, I just finished my Easter day spent with my family and meal and everything else, and we're doing a very different late stream today. It's a different time slot than we usually do. Akasua's Tasty Recipe is coming up on our wheel as well. And we are looking right now at Sweet Fingers Dish. Now, this is a creator who's fairly new to Tuber Chat, just finding us in the last couple of weeks, but have already been here just about every day. Since then, they've got shorts videos happening, so hopefully these start to get a little bit more activity, even though they're doing well. And then I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. We can see that Sweet Fingers Dish is bringing us delicious looking content, and I really enjoy these cooking channels, baking channels, healthy living, healthy eating channels, because we get a different look, in my opinion, at what people are really making for themselves, for their friends, in their homes around the world and in other places. So I enjoy it. I hope you will too. Khalid Delicious Food, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Just spinning the wheel. We'll get Ghostly Wins up here. This is a longtime friend. When you start your YouTube channel, you wonder to yourself, I'm sure, who's still going to be with you a year down the road, 2 years down the road? Who's truly going to have your back, both on your channel and out in the YouTube streets? They actually are live right now, Ghostly Wins. They've got 711 subscribers. Now, this creator goes over and above with generosity, and this is somebody who's been a dear friend for a very long time. They do gameplay on their channel. What you'll find here is that, you know, you see on their banner that Sega and Nintendo logo that are so popular. They bring us retro games, but even though I personally grew up with this stuff, literally, I had Sega and Nintendo, you know, as a teenager and more consoles as time went on, they still introduced me to games that I had not seen in all these years, right? So it's interesting to see, and then a lot of popular titles as well. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Ghostly Wins always contributes to our conversation here. They have the most fun things to say when they reference our Wheel of Doom. I hope you'll pay attention to that when they're here as well, because Ghostly Wins always brings a lot of fun with them. They're an energetic creator. They bring a lot of energy into their live stream. They're able to keep up with the chat. They'll give you a warm welcome there as well. But like I said, this creator has gone over and above with generosity. This is somebody who's been a dear friend for a long time, and I can say truly has my back when it comes to YouTube and all things that come along with that. I'm sure everybody will eventually have friends, if you don't already, that kind of go over and above for you. But that's why Superchat even exists, is because I was overwhelmed by the generosity I saw in so many creators, and I said, you know what, there really are enough generous people out there that will support each other truly and help. They just need to find each other, and so that's why we're here. So Tamara Recipes has 720 subscribers right now. It's been a little while since they've been here, but what I'm going to do is take their that's popular videos. I'm just going to take your featured video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. They've got some shorts videos here, and they are also bringing us delicious-looking content. This is what I'm talking about when we get to see, like, first of all, how the stuff is made, but what people are making for themselves, you know, when we don't have, in most cases, the world's greatest commercial cooking equipment and unlimited supplies in our pantries and things like that. I think that is what gives us a real look at what people find to be their favorite things to make and eat, and that's why I put so much focus on that. Shino's Mod Spot, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Older Game Bro, Video Game Master, Dark Shino, very cool. And Mjoy Ampong, good to see you in the house. We're going to get your channel onto the screen. They've been with us for a long time today. I know it's taking longer than usual to get into onto the wheel and the screen these days. And then someone who no one knows, and you're more original than PewDiePie. Oh no. We'll just see if that's Dark Shino is now 26 years old. That's okay. Mjoy Ampong is here for the first time today. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take this creator's, one of their videos. I'm going to go through their stuff. They've got almost 2,400 subscribers already. And Superchat here is a very different kind of channel than most. So you know, not everybody might find what we do here to be very entertaining, because we're really here just to support each other as creators. But we've just had a channel come through, and I don't know if they mean to be spamming or trolling or anything like that. If that's not the case, then she knows you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat. You can talk to me about coming back in. But things here in this channel may not be as entertaining as you're hoping. So we don't want anybody to waste their time. There's 51 million channels to choose from on YouTube. So thank you for coming by. So MJoy Ampong, like I said, has almost 2,400 subscribers. Now, I'm just digging through their content here. I just want to see if they've got something around 10 minutes that I can take. And what I'm going to do is add a video into my, I'll take this 25-minute video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live stream. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Uforma TV is coming up on the wheel. I've got my YouTube search on there. MJoy Ampong we just looked at. I think we look at Akasua's tasty recipe, right? Am I wrong about that? Thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. I always appreciate all your kind words and positivity in the chat. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Team Goodman is coming up right now. This is a couple of creators who are incredibly supportive. Okay, thank you, Akasua's tasty recipe. I've still got your channel on the wheel. I thought we just looked at it. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. And then, yeah, something like that, Outgoing Azzy. I think it's over 51 million now. I got you on the wheel now. My pleasure, Uforma TV. Usually it takes a lot longer to get onto the wheel and the screen here in Tuber Chat, but today we're going to get down to the last 15 or 20 minutes of the stream right now. So I just want to get as many channels on as I can, and I'm happy to give a warm welcome to those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat today. Team Goodman is a dynamic couple of creators, really. They actually did a thoughtful shout-out video for Tuber Chat a few weeks ago, and that's on our front page as well. But Team Goodman is somebody as well who's incredibly supportive. Now, if they are not streaming, which they do almost every day, if not posting, they're out in other streams. I run into them constantly. They support other creators. They're constantly doing shout-out videos. They will allow and encourage people to connect in their streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. So they will help you find more supporters for your channel. They're unbelievably supportive. Here in the chat, you'll see them say constantly, you know, we're here till the end. They really are. Team Goodman is somebody who's just spent an unbelievable amount of time here in Tuber Chat, and for that I'm very grateful. Now, they're fully monetized with lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. You'll find that they spread all three kinds of content between shorts, some of which are doing very well as videos and a lot of live streams like I'm talking about. It's pure variety on this channel. As you see on their banner, they say travel, leisure, family, cooking, vlogs. They literally take us out on adventures. Sometimes they're outdoors, sometimes they're indoors. They're often found on other channels as well, and with a lot of guests on their StreamYard panels. So I'm just spinning the wheel. We get another channel up here. Thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. If you everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So we're looking at a brand new channel right now. This is Uforma TV. They're here for the first time. They just came in not too long ago, as a matter of fact. So the Wheel of Doom has chosen you. We never know how long it's going to take to be on the wheel. We literally saw a creator have to wait almost 2.5 hours the other day to get from the wheel to the screen, and you managed to do it in just a few minutes, which is cool. 172 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here. I'm taking this one because it's a little bit longer. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. All that fluff and stuff, I haven't put you on the wheel, forgive me. And you get them on there in a second. And then, yeah, it can be Come Hither with Heather. Come Hither with Heather is somebody who seems to be with us, I believe, every day or very close to it. Now, I see them out supporting other creators, engaging conversation. Outgoing Azzy is coming up right now. I'm going to get all that fluff and stuff on the wheel. So, back in the day when Superchat had started, if you can imagine, we'd only have like 20, 30 channels come in about an hour to an hour and a half period. Now, we have well over 100 channels just about every single day, or definitely on average over 100, and that's in a 2 to 2.5 hour period. I tried to let the streams go to 3 hours, but my voice can't take it, not 4 days in a row. So we had to cut them down to 2.5 hours. But it's interesting also to know that 5 or 10 channels per day are brand new to Superchat every single day. So there's, 90 or 100 usually that have been here before, some every day, some every week, some every few months, and a lot that have been here for a long time. So Outgoing Azzy is here with 5,000 subscribers. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'll push them a little bit farther beyond that milestone. Gloria's Platter's in the house, but she's a long-time dear friend of Superchat. And you get her onto the wheel right away. And we'll add, some more names in a moment. I'm going to start rushing through channels now even a little bit faster. Outgoing Azzy brings a lot of outgoing content to YouTube. This is a creator who enjoys sharing for others on his community tab. He mixes up the shorts and videos as well. We're going to see about possibly rating him next weekend. We'll try to get that together. We'll be witnessing Outgoing Azzy's first premiere, possibly. Timmy Ray from the Kiss Army, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Team Goodman, I forgot to take them off the wheel. And then, yeah, Outgoing Azzy, I was wondering, I think yesterday you were still at 4.9, so that's good news. That's really a really wonderful milestone. We all get excited about different milestones, but we've watched Outgoing Azzy climb. He's been a dear friend to the Superchat family for a long time. And like I said, is always outgoing, always positive, always motivating to everybody in here. Look at Gloria's Platter's luck. I put this channel on the wheel just about right away, and they come up right away after that onto the screen. So, Khalid Delicious Food, let me get you on there. And Gloria's Platter has almost 1,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. She brings us delicious looking content as well, both in the form of shorts, videos, and live streams. So I'm going to take your latest pineapple coconut water drink recipe video. I'm going to add this into my ketchup list. What you'll find from Gloria's Platter is that in their videos, they often give kind of a comedic twist which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will join that. She's expanded into a little bit more variety. She actually took us for a tour of an Amazon grocery store the other day, which I haven't seen yet, which was really cool. The technology in there is out of this world. But Gloria's Platter's been a dear friend of TuberChat for a long time. Now, they'll be willing to swap playlists, so if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just grabbing a link for us. One of our friends who was here with us for a lot of the stream today happens to be live right now. Ghostly Winds is somebody I was telling a story about earlier. I'm just dropping a link for his raid. We can go over there right after TuberChat. Now, anybody can go over anytime. He's already streaming, but we will all go over there together in about 15 minutes from now. We're just going to go a few minutes overtime here. I'll drop that link another couple of times, but I'm pinning it so everybody can get to it easily. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. All that fluff and stuff is from Australia. Now, they've been experiencing their summer months, so they've been able to bring us a lot of outdoor footage, particularly on the water. They bring us mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and a lot of other water activities. Interesting Happy Easter shorts that you've got there. One of the tips that they give, that they say they find success with, is putting out a short to promote your long form videos when you put those out. So you got a brand new video. I'm just going to take this and add this into my catch up list. That will help me stay caught up with them. All that fluff and stuff has been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They've got almost 1,100 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. Thank you, Uforma TV. I hope to see you again. We're back tomorrow, about 12 hours from now. Which is at a bit of an odd time. We usually don't do streams this late, but we had to mix them up a little bit this weekend. But we're always here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Everybody can always look at our front page a couple of days before the weekend just to see what times the streams are going to fall so that you can plan if you need to. So I hope everybody will connect with all that fluff and stuff. And like I said, they've got, it almost looks like a travel channel, right? Because they're out on the water all the time. And they bring us for these different water-based activities more than anything else lately, right? So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We see all that fluff and stuff almost every day here in TuberChat, even though our time zones are so far off. But as well, I run into all that fluff and stuff in a lot of other live streams and premieres, chatting and keeping the content going there for other creators as well. So Khalid Delicious Food is here with 2,760 subscribers or thereabouts. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,800 that they're thinking about. They've got some shorts here, but I've caught them on live streams as well, and a lot of videos where they're bringing us delicious looking content. I'm just going to go through their latest stuff to grab something that's fairly new if I can. It's mostly shorts videos. Here's a live stream that they did. I'm going to take your live stream and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. When I caught Khalid Delicious Food on the first couple of live streams, they were struggling with video quality, and I don't know if that's because of internet connection. You know, there's a lot to that stuff. I've done a lot of outdoor live streaming myself. There's a lot to consider with, you know, cell phone signals and SIM cards and all the different things that come along with that. So I'm just curious to see the progress that Khalid Delicious Food has made. They always say the most positive things here in the chat, extremely energetic, always motivating. So I hope everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Just dropping the link for our raid again. If you don't mind, just say TuberChat raid when you go over there. Ghostly Winds is already streaming. Have Cheetah Will View just came in. Good to see you here. My YouTube search is coming up. Now, this is a brand new channel for TuberChat, but that name has to be unbelievably popular. I'm not sure if they're still here with us. Here they are, I think, right? Yeah, I'm sure this is it. 138 subscribers. I'm hoping we can give this channel a warm welcome and push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I'm not sure if they're still here right now. They haven't chatted in a couple of minutes, but we're going to connect anyway. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if they have any. If not, I'm going to have to take some shorts videos, or a few different videos. Oh, here they got some long stuff. I'll take this 22-minute one. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That will make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchatters also, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And come hither with Heather. I can't believe what's happening now. It's taking literally forever. I'm going to jinx it by mentioning it, right? But Ali's Craft Pursuits is coming up. Pardon me just for a second. Pardon me for that. Ali's Craft Pursuits brings us shorts, videos, and live streams, and a lot of crafting, but actually some video gameplay as well, and a lot of random videos. So I hope everybody will enjoy the variety from this creator. I run into Ali's Craft Pursuits supporting others regularly as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. Ali's Craft Pursuits also is active on the other social networks, including Instagram and Twitter. And she's got almost 1,100 subscribers. So I'm hoping you'll connect with her over there on the other social networks as well as here on YouTube. Ali's Craft Pursuits is somebody who always engages conversation as well. Timmy Ray from the Kiss family is on the wheel. Have Cheetah will view. Is a dear friend and has been for a long time. I've got them on the wheel. Yeah, today's a little bit longer of a stream. I'm always good. Hopefully you are too. It's Easter, so I was with my family today. You know, we had our meal and our gathering and things like that. And but I don't like to take the day off from Superchat unless I absolutely have to. So I know that I can do it tonight. And in this case, which is rare, we have a holiday tomorrow. So most of my regular Monday obligations, or some of my, you know, I have an extra couple of hours tomorrow. So I'm going to, I pushed the stream for tomorrow a couple hours later as well. But since we don't have to be up in 10 hours, we can be back in 12 hours or so. I decided to do it late. So, pardon me. Akasua's Tasty Recipe is here. You can hear my voice is just about had it for today. I'm going to take your latest video. I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take this and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Obviously, more delicious-looking content here, including with a lot of shorts videos. I'm still getting to know this particular channel, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 3,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. If there's anybody watching or listening that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say so or anything at all in the chat. I will make sure that I get you on right this second. We're going a few minutes over time, but I'm going to race through these channels now and try to get everybody on if we can, and then we'll go over to Ghostly Wins. He's already streaming some video gameplay. We'll be able to continue meeting new people over there as well. Ghostly Wins is a dear friend. He was here with us for most of the streams. And There's our link. A la carte is in the house. What happens is, not that I'm just going to show you what I do, but when it gets late in the stream, I don't use the robot anymore. So what I do is I go to my participant list in the chat, but if you haven't put a message in the chat within a couple of minutes from the exact second that I look, it's possible that your name is not in the participant list. It pops in and out when you chat or don't chat for a few minutes. So it's possible to miss people. That's why I do that at the end of the stream when we have an opportunity, is to ask people just to say anything at all. So Timmy Ray from the Kiss Army has 530 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And I'm assuming, is this Timmy Ray the King? Has to be, right? Is this your... oh, there's no... I don't have a shout out command here. Timmy Ray from the Kiss Army might be looking for a shout out commands in some channels when you type in certain things, like on our music channel we have one. Nightbot will drop a link, but we don't do those here. So Timmy Ray from the Kiss Army does shorts as well as videos. They post frequently. I'm just going to take your 8-minute video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit. I'm still getting to know the content on this particular channel. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I dropped a link for our raid again. If you don't mind saying Tuber Chat raid when you get there, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give them a thumbs up on the way in. And Ghostly Winds is a dear friend of Tuber Chat. They have been for a long time. They always contribute to the fun and conversation here in the chat. But they are a dynamic creator. They are energetic. They're likely having a lot of fun on their stream right now. We're going to go over there and visit. I will come over for a few minutes right after Tuber Chat as well to support. And again, just please say Tuber Chat raid when you get there. You'll meet more friends and family members there. So keeping up with the Griffins, I'm not sure if it's just been a very long time since you've been here and on the screen, or if something's happened. Maybe I mistakenly clicked off your notifications, but I put notifications on for every creator now, so I've got your notifications on. 1,300 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400. They'll soon be thinking about it. I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Come Hither with Heather is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. On their channel, you will find that they bring paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. Here in the chat, they are with Tuber Chat almost every single day, I think every day actually, and they always engage conversation, for which I'm incredibly grateful. Now, I see Come Hither with Heather doing this outside as well. I run into them regularly, literally daily, several times a day usually, when I'm able to be out supporting other creators in different premieres and live streams. So I hope you'll connect with them and find that kind of generosity and support coming back to you. We're watching this channel grow. We saw them go from about 450 just in the last couple of weeks up to 535 now. They've got that beautiful community tab. We were happy for them to get that. And this creator shows generosity in all the typical ways that you can on YouTube. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Werner's Adventures happens to be their partner and has a similar series of content on their channel. They're not too far behind with about 456 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that will bring their community tab out. And I hope everybody will connect with both of these creators. Like I said, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, to say the least, and have been for a long time. I'm spinning the wheel again. If there's anybody left that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen that's still listening or watching, please just say anything at all in the chat. I'll put you on right now. We're a couple minutes overtime, but it's not too bad. A la carte is coming up right now. This is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat as well. They're here with us frequently. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They've been doing a bit of streaming. Sorry, I haven't been able to catch any of these. Hopefully I will soon. I'm just going to take one of your videos. I'll take this one here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with your content a little bit farther. We don't have a sub count on that channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types. And then I see Timmy Ray the King. So you just changed your channel name, is that right? Or is it a separate channel? I think it's just a name change, if I'm right. Yes, and then thank you, Alucard. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can just be here for 2.5 hours because it's convenient for me to stream at this time. So I do appreciate every moment, and thank you for that. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And come hither with Heather. Thank you so much. That's a extremely generous super chat. Again, they've done that many times before. I really do appreciate that extra support. And happy Easter to you too. Thank you so much for your kind words. And then, yeah, Outgoing Azzy, I don't go into individual videos on channels almost ever. So I just put the channels on the screen and talk about them. But we did look at your channel earlier. And hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Have Cheetah Will View is a longtime dear friend. They do a lot of reviews on their channel, but they also do interviews with a lot of fascinating people, including performers, producers from a lot of different industries. So I hope everybody will join them. I actually did an interview with them that still to this day gets views, and I think that was getting on almost a year ago. 624 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I try to catch them when I can. They post every single day. They stream most often, or they stream very often. They also hop in on other StreamYard panels, and they have people hop in with them. So I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat. We will be back in just under 12 hours, but please come over with us. Mention Tuber Chat Raid. Give a thumbs up as you come into Ghostly Wind's channel. He is a dear friend and has been for a long time. He shows generosity over and above all the typical ways that you usually see here in YouTube. And I'll join everybody for a few minutes over there. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.